Hey everyone, welcome back to another RWBY Grimm Eclipse video. This is the last video that I have to make on this game for now until I encounter some other methods of breaking the game, or like level skips, out of bounds, etc., etc. There won't be a whole lot to show for a little while, so enjoy it while it's here. Anyway, this is gonna be a fun one, and again, shoutouts to TJC for showing me this. Y'all have no idea how hard I was kicking myself in the pants when, oh, hold on. Did I turn the music off? I did. How hard I was kicking myself in the butt when when he showed me this. Bunny hop better, please, Blake. Whoa, that was some lag. This is a method of getting out of bounds here in Chapter 9, which, quite frankly, I just trust me. You're gonna laugh. I know in the last video I made on this stage, I said that I scoured this area for ages, right? I spent a lot of time looking for some way to get out of bounds, some way to skip stuff, something like that. Well, as it turns out, this little trick here, you might remember, one of the earliest things I showed in that video was how to get up on this little ledge right here. And I remember commenting on this and thinking, man, it looks like you can get out of bounds somewhere here, right? There's like textures that aren't quite in places and walls and stuff. Well, this is hilarious to me for two reasons. One, I can't believe I didn't freaking figure this out, and I'll show you in a moment. And two, I honestly can't believe that Rooster Teeth left this in, that the devs left this in. This is such an incredible oversight. Like, it's so easy to get up here to this ledge, right? You want to know how to get out of bounds here? You go to this corner, and then you just kind of hug the wall and you're out. Just like that. Just like that! Look at this. It's ridiculous how easy that is. Anyway. I actually don't think I've ever heard the music in this stage. Like, I've never actively listened for it. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there. So that's how you get out of bounds. A few things of note here. For starters, you can actually fall down there. There's just a giant freaking like floor that you can walk along. It's a really interesting view down there, and I'll show you that later. But this stage, getting out of bounds on this stage in particular, how did I get up there last time? There was a way to get up there. Oh yeah, it just requires a little bit more height. There's so much to see going out of bounds here, and of course there's gonna be a constant problem of having no idea where I can actually stand. Yeah, see, point proven. What I can stand on, where I can go, because it's a whole bunch of one-sided textures, which makes sense. That's just useful for optimizing and for optimizing graphics performance. Using culling, one-way textures, one-way walls, blah, 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 stuff like that. Can I get up here? I admit, I haven't done a whole lot of exploring out of bounds here. I kind of just wanted to show off, first of all, how to get out, and then second, kind of sort of what you can see. Oh! Well. There you go. Point proven. All sorts of invisible floors and stuff, and things, well, not invisible floors, just things you wouldn't think you can stand on or not stand on. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot to say, quite frankly. This is just, it's hilarious. It's just absurd to me how incredibly easy it is to get out of bounds. Now, there is a way to get back into the stage towards the end. You can use this method to skip pretty much the entire stage, and TJC did show me how to get back in. I couldn't figure out how to do it with this character, but he did it with Weiss. I suspect that it might only be possible with Weiss just because her character model is so much slimmer than all the others in the game. But, like, yeah, it's just fun, isn't it? So I'm gonna see if I can spot the area that I managed to show off getting out of bounds in the last video. Whoops. I should just be sprinting. Yeah, over here. Right? Yeah. Along this sort of pipeline looking thing right there, kind of level with Blake's head. That was where I managed to get out of bounds in the last time, and then over into that sort of turbine-looking thing at the end there. So that was the extent of my experience. But as it turns out, it's easy. It is really, really, really easy to break this stage. Now I'm gonna head over to the area where was it? Where ostensibly you can get back in. It would be, oh, maybe I had to stay up top to get there. Keep in mind that I've only been through this sequence once, so I don't remember all of the details. Oh wait, no, it was along this floor that was one-way texture. Yeah, this is where we want to be. So this is the last sort of vent thing that you auto home into the grate to. The last thing that you go through before you get to the final area in the stage. There is a way to get back in via these two sort of display console things. You have to like get up on top and then sort of in between them. If you gain enough height and at the right angle, you can get back in, but I couldn't figure out how to do it as Blake. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it because he had a lot of other stuff to show me, but this is somehow possible. I saw him do it very, very, very easily, relatively speaking, as Weiss, which leads me to believe it's just a character model size thing. But it might also just be needing enough height, which if I could get... Blake, please. If I could get my ultimate jump timing down, I might be able to show, but... Excuse me. Go up. Try and find some invisible stuff to stand on. Let's see if I can do this. Nice timing. I'm missing the frames just ever so slightly on these attacks, these lights and stuff. Nope, too late. They're too soon. Come on. Nope, that didn't work. And I'm out of ults, so I won't be able to show it anyway. Ostensibly there's a way in. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, so in theory you can skip the entire stage with that for the most part. I'm sure like John probably can't, but you know, that aside. Anyway, so that's the first thing I wanted to show you here, and I do have one other addendum sort of thing to add on that TJC also showed me, which also made me kick myself in the butt. Can I get back up here? In theory. I have one other thing to show you that has to do with the very end of the stage and that turbine-looking thing, how to get out of bounds there. If you remember, my method for doing it was really, really convoluted. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll be back in a bit, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's been about 10 seconds since the last cut. I did not realize that moving so far along this stage would move the checkpoints so far. That's interesting. I wonder if that's part of how you can skip everything with every character. Not just getting back into the stage, but moving the checkpoint forward enough that you can just bypass everything, go right to the end. Anyway, that circular turbine tubular thing over there that I discovered how to get into last time via this incredibly convoluted method going over and along this pipe all the way along. TJC showed me there's an incredibly easy way, a far simpler method. And this is just, I could not believe it when I saw this. Like, I totally could, but also, you know, it's just kind of a smack to the pride, you could say. There's 3 pipes that lead in there. There's the 2 in the upper left corner, and which is how you can actually squeeze in between. You squeeze in between them to get through the invisible barrier. And then there's this lower one here. Now, I spent a while trying to figure out if there was a way to get on top of this thing, like just from the floor. As it turns out, there is a tiny invisible ledge right here. Up and over, up and on. Just look at how easy that is. Just oh God, my soul, my pride. Dag nabbit. Anyway, from there, nice and easy, just up and over, and then you squeeze yourself in, and there you go. So, yeah, just a couple of occurrences of me kicking myself in the face for kicking myself in every single available body part for apparently not realizing, just not realizing that this was a thing I could do. 2 very easy ways to get out of bounds on Chapter 9. am frankly still kind of astonished that I didn't figure these out, but that's okay. There's value in having multiple sets of eyes look at the same thing, you know. That's kind of the nature of humanity, is having the ability to collaborate and share ideas and stuff. So, yeah. Also, I don't remember if I showed this off in the last video. I think I did, but how easy it is to just skip this steam wall. Anyway, sorry, that's just like tangential. That's all I wanted to show in this video. I would, of course, as always, encourage you to grab your character of choice, go out of bounds yourself, take a look around. There's always tons to see in games like this. Always tons to see when you're out of bounds, when you're breaking things. It's just fun, you know. It's just fun. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the future with some more content. We'll see what that may or may not end up being. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you later.